So I just got back from the doctor's office and I got some news. Apparently the x-rays revealed that I got that dog in me.
Out in that little car right there.
Oh, a little one?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that usually what you train them in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we had one size bigger than that.
All right.
Then he jumped into this one.
Man. So how old are they when they usually get to the point to where they can get in here and handle it?
17.
About 17? All right.
That's what they start young.
That's when they start young? Okay.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, man, because it's a whole lot of power.
He learns every time he goes down.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah. Man, so explain, what are the straps and everything? Is that just to make sure that his hands are not going all over the place, I'm assuming? Wow. Damn.
Hopefully he never needs them.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I didn't know all that. I mean, I knew you guys were strapped in. I didn't know they did all that with the wrist and everything like that. All right, it's Rob Sr. back there, man. We got Rob Jr. right here. About to get this thing fired up. What's going on, car enthusiasts? This is Wes from Your Car, Your Story, and I'm here with Rob Sr., Rob Jr., and Mike over there, you know, smoking on that cigarette over there now. Hey, and we're here, man. We're here. Hey, we are checking out the dragster over here. We're here at the Race Wars right now. You can hear the engines out there, you know. And these guys are just pretty much going to give you a backstory on the vehicle and just kind of talk about their introduction into racing these cars. And, you know, where they possibly see themselves going in the future from here. All right, so, hey, Rob Sr., Rob Jr., any one of you guys to start it off, man. Don't matter. The floor is yours.
Well, we came into this with nothing. We just bought a car one time, and then we ended up with 3 cars now. We have a team called Complete Idiot Racing.
Complete Idiot Racing?
Complete Idiot Racing.
Okay, all right.
This is my boy. He drives this car right here.
Okay.
Right here right now.
All right.
Sticker on the trailer. That's right there. It's Complete Idiot Racing.
Just get over here real fast. Complete Idiot Racing. All right. Got it?
More or less, we're not here to win, but we're here to have fun.
Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Definitely. All right. So before we get started on the car, fellas, the name. How did the name come up? Now I'm curious.
We're just a bunch of idiots wanting to have fun.
All right. So just throwing names around and it just stuck, huh? Hey. I know.
Idiots wanting to have fun.
Sometimes that's how it starts, man. You know. Okay. All right. So, when did you get into racing, Rob Sr., man? When did you get into racing, man?
I've always enjoyed it all my life, loved it, and I got into it when my sponsor, Mike, JP Marine,
got it.
Was able to sponsor me and my boy into doing this.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
We've been at this about 4 years, and he started in that car right there.
Okay, the monster one over there. Okay, let me just check out the monster right there. That's the junior one right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
And then he had another one that's not here, another junior, which is a little faster, and then he moved up to this as soon as he turned 16.
Okay, cool. All right.
Now he's only 17, driving
17.
a car.
All right, now they're racing against the big boys out here, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, fellas. So, man, Mike, so, man, when did you get into racing, man? I mean, how long you been doing this?
I was born into racing.
Okay.
My dad.
Your dad? All right, so you've been doing it for a minute then, huh?
My whole life.
Okay. All right, man. All right. Sounds like we got a racing family going on over here, man.
Boats.
Huh?
boats.
Boats? Oh, you start off with boats first and then came into the cars?
Yeah.
Hey, as long as it has a motor up in there, huh?
Yeah.
Good to go. All right, fellas. Hey, so let's go ahead and let's start talking about this vehicle here, man. Now listen, I've always been fascinated by these cars, man. I watched TV for years and I've watched a lot of the drag races and everything. This is the first time I've actually ever been up this close and listened to the sound of this engine. These things are loud. Now, when you guys are working on them, or I know when you're out here racing, is it customary to wear like earplugs when working on these things and racing them? No?
Not really.
No? Just cover the ears up, huh?
Acclimated to it. You're starting it so much. We're just used to it.
Just used to it, huh?
The kids do it though. The kids wear earphones.
Okay. All right. All right. So in the front right here, explain to me what's going on right here, because it looks pretty simple, but then again, I know it has to be a little bit complex because, you know, you got to make sure these things are not coming off when you start the race, right? So
Yeah, about the wing.
So you got a wing right here. You got skinny front tire, looks like a bicycle.
Yeah.
Then you got a front little wing right here.
Looks like a shark's head.
That's pretty much downforce
Hammerhead.
on the front.
Okay.
For the same thing in the back, you have a wing for downforce.
Okay. And so explain to us what the downforce is, man, for those who might not know what that is.
Just the aerodynamic.
Okay.
Puts pressure on the car.
Pressure on the car. So it's kind of one of those things where you don't want to be going against the wind or anything like that.
Keeps the wheels
And
on the ground.
Keeps the wheels on the ground. Okay. All right. And then the whole particular frame itself, what is that made out of? Or just the outer, you know, the outer,
This is just tin.
tin?
Yeah.
The
Aluminum?
panels.
Huh?
The panels.
Just the panels?
And
Tubing
then
is chromoly.
Okay. And I know that's pretty light, right? It has to be light. You want the car to be as light as possible, right? Okay. All right. So now as we start working our way up in here, now we see that it's a one-man cockpit up in here, man. So explain to us, Junior, what's going on up in here.
So as you see, there you know we got the steering wheel. This right here, this button, is a trans brake. So up at the light, I pre-stage, and then I bump into the second stage, the second bulb. And when it's time, I hit this button and give it gas, and it probably brings it up like 5,000 RPM, 4,000, depending on where we're set at.
Yeah.
This right here, this is just for taking the steering wheel off. And then we got the shifter right here. This, it's a 2-speed. And then right here, you already know we got the ignition, fuel pump, and a water pump. And that's the basics of it, pretty much.
Okay.
What's the other lever over there? And this right here, this is for the parachute.
That's for the parachute. All right. So I noticed tonight you didn't have to use that. So is it a particular track where you would need the parachute, or depending on how long the raceway is?
Well, this is an 8th mile, so I don't need it. I don't need the parachute. I don't go fast enough to be able to use it. But it's there just for in case of emergencies, in case the brakes don't work.
Yeah. Okay. Man, have you ever had to deploy? Any one of you guys ever had to deploy? I know you had to deploy. Like, you've been racing like a long time.
Him too. He drives the car.
You had to deploy it also, man?
Not this car though.
Oh, okay. So was it like an emergency situation where you had to deploy it, or
it's
just?
the only way I'm going to slow down at the end.
Okay.
Is by pulling that.
Got it.
You got to pull that, and the parachute got to deploy before you even touch the brake.
Man.
So you pull the parachute under power.
Okay.
You're still under power with the parachute. Let the parachute hit and then let off, then go into the brake easy.
Wow.
You don't want to just let off the gas and hit the brake.
Okay.
You will eat crap out there.
Wow. So there's an actual technique to that whole thing.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get out there and mess
you
something
only have a couple
up.
seconds to do it. Think about everything, start to finish.
Oh yeah, because you're going so damn fast.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's crazy, man.
When you're on that track, you gotta think about a lot of stuff you gotta do.
Yeah.
You got a routine. You gotta get used to.
Okay. All right, so it's probably like a regular routine, like football players, basketball players. You got to know your assignment. You got to know where to be at. You know where the clock is at. Take the shot. So it's pretty much the same thing going on when you're up in here, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be nervous too going up there. You want to try to stay calm, take deep breaths and stuff.
Yeah.
Being a race team, he's the brains, he's the guy, he's the boss.
Okay.
When he's driving, I do the work. And he drives, and when I drive, he does the work and I drive.
Okay, now when you say you do the work, you're talking about doing the engine work
Get back,
and everything,
cool
or
it down, put air, fuel, everything.
Okay.
We want the driver just to focus on driving, and we want to do the work and vice versa.
Take less pressure off of me as much as possible. Get me focused.
Okay, got it. Now I did notice earlier when you guys ran the vehicle, you guys had the fans and everything, and Mike was saying that it was to cool it down. So is that like a normal process, or is that just something when it's like heat? You know, the heat that we had.
Mike will take that one.
Okay.
Outside, you definitely have to cool it down.
You got to cool it down.
When it's cold out, it stays pretty cool.
Yeah. So is it one of those things where if it's still too hot, it can overheat out there on the track and just, you know, like a regular radiator, just everything starts going everywhere?
When you're going to go back up, when you got 20, 25 minutes to go back up, you don't have a lot of time to let it cool down, so you got to help it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool it down as much as possible.
Yeah.
Let me just show everybody, because we got the generator and stuff here and everything, and then yeah, we got the fans and stuff over here. So yeah, there is a process to it, man. So I want to know, man, what's the adrenaline like when in here? I mean, because you're going at that like crazy, insane speed, man, and then like you said, you got to remember all this stuff under, you know, you're pretty much under duress, you're under pressure, right?
Or you want me to?
Yeah.
We can both answer. There's two different answers. He's got a lot faster car than me.
Okay.
So you're right here getting ready and you're nervous, you're thinking about it.
You got the butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah.
And then when you get back, you're like this.
Man.
And you're just glad that everything went well.
Yeah. Man.
Like on your first pass, every time you're always going to be a little nervous. But then when you keep doing more passes, you just get used to it.
You get used to it? Okay.
And the nerves go away.
Yeah. So man, are you still racing? Are you ever nervous, man, when you still get in here, or are you like?
I don't drive.
You said no driving.
No, my driving career's over.
That's over with. All right.
Crew chief.
Okay. All right. Crew chief.
When I do drive my car, though, he is a little nervous.
I get more enjoyment doing it like this
Yeah.
than with driving.
Okay. All right. So, all right, fellas, let's walk over here to the. Well, not walk, but we're right here. Man, can you explain to the people out here, man, what's going on with this big engine right here now?
That would be Mike's job.
That's Mike's job.
This is actually a small engine.
This is a small one.
Yep.
Okay.
A little 350 Chevrolet. Runs on gasoline.
Okay.
Yep.
BP 110.
All right. What's this? Is this the fuel tank right here?
That's the
or
fuel
what's that?
tank.
So that's the fuel tank. Okay.
This will be the oil filter.
Oh, that's the oil filter. Okay.
This isn't a very big fuel cell. That's why 2.5, 3 gallons. How much fuel it holds. It's not very big.
So that's probably enough to run like a couple of runs or something like that?
2 to 3 passes. That's why then we gotta refill.
Man. Okay. All right. So what's this right here on top, man? What is this thing, right? Is this
That's
just a
an air
cover?
scoop.
An air scoop?
Yeah. Scoops the air in the front, puts it down in the engine.
Wow. So is that something to like cool it off then?
No, to give it fresh air.
Just give it fresh air. Okay. All right. And I see we got the long pipes coming up out of here.
Yep, that's the exhaust.
Yeah, those suckers are pretty big. All right. And right here, what's going on in this area back here?
That's a big transmission cooler right there.
Transmission cooler?
Yep. There's the ignition box and oil. The transmission's under there.
Okay, transmission is right under here.
Yep, right there.
And I see you guys have it jacked up. Is this something that, is this a process every time it's pulled up in here? You guys jack it up,
most
pull
of
it
the
off?
time, yeah. Unless we're in a real hurry.
Unless you're in a real hurry?
Like tonight, we would just jack the front to get the fan under so we can get
The radiator's
air
up
come
front.
the radiator.
There.
Oh, the radiator? Okay.
Pull the car down.
Okay.
Because tonight we were running like 3 events. We didn't have much time to get the car all cooled down.
Okay.
So we tried our best.
Yeah. All right. So other than that, it's just a regular standard engine and everything, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know some of these dragsters, I mean, they use like the nitric oxide and all that other.
Yeah. That's
So
what we
what's the
use with
difference?
this car.
Okay. All right. So what's the difference between this one and the one that you would run?
About 2 seconds.
2 seconds? Literally?
That's a lot in an 8 mile. 2 seconds.
Oh, so literally 2 seconds. All right. So the fuel, okay.
It's probably about 30 mile an hour faster
30 miles.
in 2 seconds.
Wow.
On this track, this is a 570 car end time. His is 450s, 140 miles an hour on nitrous.
So a lot more power than.
Yeah.
1,000 horsepower. 1,000 to 500 probably.
Okay, so extra 500 something horsepower.
Double.
Yeah, that's definitely a big difference. Okay, fellas. Tires. Always see the big tires and everything. I know these are regular Dragster tires, man.
That's
How
a
does
sore
it?
subject right now. we're having fire. We're fighting the tires right now.
So what do you mean fighting tires? What does that mean?
The tire is the whole ticket to making the car go.
Yeah.
So you're up and down, and all over the place. It's taken us 3 years to figure out how the tire even works.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're still in the learning stages.
Okay.
Of this particular setup.
All right. Now, I heard a couple of people out there saying stuff like, okay, well, there's water on the track, the car doesn't grip right, or whatever the case may be. Or so is that the case with this particular vehicle right here? If there's too much water, it doesn't grip right, or?
No, it won't, no.
That's pretty much any car. Water will affect any car out there.
It's mainly the debris that's on the track that makes it not stay hooked up to the track.
All right, so but why are they wetting down? Because every now and then I see them with the water hose
in
there out there. Okay,
so you get enough water on the tires so they'll spin.
Got it. All right, makes sense. Okay.
That's called the burnout.
That's the burnout. That's what I've been hearing a lot. The burnout. Okay. All right. And this is a big wing back here, man. Is this wing like? I mean, does it work with the aerodynamics?
It's supposed to.
Okay. All right.
We sure hope it does anyway.
Yeah. It gives you that much of a leverage then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on with the chute back here, man? I was just talking to another guy who was explaining to me about the chute that he has. Anything special going on
Not
with
really.
this particular one? No.
It's a stopping device.
Just a stopping device, huh?
So when you pull that lever, this little needle pulls in right here into this wire. And then there's a big spring. And when this opens, all these flaps open, the spring shoots out, and the parachute deploys.
Okay.
But packing it back into all the flaps and stuff, that's a bit of a process.
Ooh, about how long does that take?
2 guys in about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes probably.
Okay, about 2 people putting it together. Okay.
The chute probably, when it's completely out, it's probably like 10 feet long.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen those things deploy. Like I said, watching them on TV, man. What's the on and off switch?
Kill the battery.
Kill switch. Okay. Kill the battery. All right, so you said to kill the battery. I mean, so in what circumstances would you have to kill the battery?
Like if you got in an accident.
Okay.
The rescue people, that's the first thing they'll do is shut the power off to the car.
Got it.
So they can get, because the fuel pumps and shit like that are going.
Yeah.
They don't know when to go up and what switches to hit or nothing. Everybody has to have a kill switch in the back.
Kill switch in the back? All right, so at least know that's one of the things that they can go to. Okay. Man, regular tires are expensive. How much are these tires costing right here?
About $500 a piece.
Damn, man. And how often do you guys go? I mean, I know it determines how much you guys race, but I mean, you guys find yourself going through these tires pretty often?
Not really.
No. Okay.
You do pretty good.
Okay.
Generally, they say you want to go about 60 passes on them.
Yeah.
Then it's time to change them.
But that depends on how many 60 good passes that you've done.
Okay.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah. Okay. About 60 passes before you start.
My car and this car, my car is probably burning the rubber a little more than this car.
Yeah.
On like the burnout and stuff.
Okay.
These tires they've been holding up for a while now.
Okay. All right. That's good, man. You're not going through tires and stuff. All right. So everything.
These are like little holes right here. See these holes?
All right.
You measure them, and that's when you know when to get them.
Oh, got it. Okay. Similar to when the regular tires, they put that thing up, the device up in there, and see how much traction is going down on. Okay, man. All right, so Junior, man, I mean, what's going on, man? You plan on doing this as a career? You trying to go pro with it, or is it just something you just kind of playing with, until you get old enough to be like, I don't want to do it anymore?
I don't know. When I started, that was like one of my first thoughts. Just, I wonder if I could go pro with this. I haven't fully made that decision though.
Okay.
Just trying my best to go pro, get sponsors, get noticed, get followers on Instagram, social media, and all that stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. That's something I still gotta think about. It'd be a cool career. I still think about it. It's definitely an option I can do.
Yeah, definitely. Well, man, you've been doing it long enough, so.
I started when I was 15, right after quarantine ended.
Okay.
I started, like we said, not junior.
Okay.
That one was like a 13-second car.
All right.
Slowly, when I got older, got more seat time, I kept upgrading.
Yeah.
I went to a bigger junior. That was like 80 miles an hour.
Okay.
And then when I turned probably 16, I hopped into this car.
This one right here, man. Yeah. So hopping into a bigger vehicle, man, is it much more of a power difference from the other one that you just came out of?
It's definitely a step up.
Okay. And you.
So from that car is super slow, like 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And when I got to the second car, almost double that speed. And then this one, that's like tripled.
Man.
So,
And the G-force off the hit, it's definitely puts you in your seat. You gotta make sure you have your head back.
Okay. Yeah. So you haven't even. So even if you get into the one like Senior over here, now that's another upgrade, of course. So yeah, much more power to it. Another learning curve. Wow. Because of the actual force of the vehicle now.
Horsepower difference. The whole market.
Starting all over again.
Wow, like
just
that.
Just because you drive this and you jump into a car like mine, you're not just gonna know what it is. It's a whole nother learning curve.
Man.
Everything happens a lot faster.
Yeah.
And I've still got so much to learn in this car. You know, I've only been in it for about a year, maybe less.
A year less? Okay. So in this particular sport right here, man, is there a certain age where guys can turn pro, or is it just you gotta have so many hours racing?
Money you have.
All right, it's one of those things, huh? Money talks, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, and I know it can be a pretty expensive hobby / sport to get into. Yeah, man. Anytime you start dealing with these cars and stuff, man, I know it gets costly. And then coming to venues like this, you know, you paying for it.
You gotta look at it as these kids ain't out on the streets.
No, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we do this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Keep them occupied.
Good for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, all these kids around here, they all have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That young lady right there.
Okay.
Let him do this.
Okay. Get out here and hang out.
She's more or less a sponsor.
Sponsor?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's the wife.
Yeah, the sponsor. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I hear you, man.
And if I couldn't do this, he couldn't do this.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it without him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like everybody's working together, man, and that's always good.
And that's why we're Complete Idiot Racing.
Complete Idiot Racing, huh? I like that name, though, man. That's a good. Yeah, I like that. That has a whole lot of sense of humor to it and everything. Well, okay, fellas, man. Hey, is there any shout outs anybody want to do? I mean, you know, any car clubs or anybody that's helped you guys along the process?
Shout outs are here. This is us. This is it.
Our family. Shout out our family in Complete Idiot Racing.
All right. Well,
shout out to everybody. Hope they're having a good time.
Okay, definitely. All right.
Shout out to the fans who come out and watch us.
And Barona. They let us come do this.
Barona. Yeah, Barona Casino in San Diego. Instagram handles. I know you're talking about your social media. You want to get that up. I mean, you got a social media handle, man?
My Instagram is just Robert_Plum with a B_Junior. That's
okay.
It.
All right. Senior, you want to give me Instagram?
I don't even know my Instagram name. My son probably does.
Yeah.
His is probably, I think his is just Rob_Plum or Rob Plum or something like that.
Rob Plum 77.
Rob Plum. All right, yeah. I was actually surprised to get a response from you. I'm like, hold on, man. I'm going to wait a little while to see if I got to hit up Junior
it came through
on Instagram.
Like,
you know.
And then I went to message, and I'm like, that's not on the message. It was on Instagram.
It was Instagram. Okay. All right, fellas, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys giving me a walkthrough with the vehicle here. This is the first time I've actually been up and close, you know, and got the real info and detail on this particular dragster right here, and quite interesting. So
Thanks
I don't know
for acknowledging us and giving us an interview.
Give us the opportunity to interview us.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know, we all trying to do something with this new thing they got out here. So, you know, scratch mine and scratch yours. So, you know, it's pretty much how this thing is working out. Everybody's trying to build something up and, you know, see if we can, you know, kind of feed off of each other here, you know. So other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys giving me some time out of your 24. Greatly appreciate it. And, you know, we'll be looking for more races out of you guys.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You know,
I appreciate coming out and talking to me.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you guys giving me time to do the interview, man.
Thanks for offering it.
Yeah, definitely something different.
Boy, I got, yeah, ice in my, boy, I got, yeah, ice in my, yeah.
Boy, I got ice in my veins. So give me the ball when the clock is running out. On top of my game. And so I ain't phased when haters start running miles. You know what the name is. You know my team, the brothers I play with. They all on the same time. They all on the same issue. Ice in my veins. Ice in my veins. Just look who I came with, and look what we came for. When our backs on the ropes and they thinking we down for, we only need one more. We can't let them take it. The blessed with in tears we put it through the years we invest in the game, invest in the game. They won't heat checks, nobody checking my flame respect. Ice in my veins.